The next question is from Tanmay. I have an investment experience of around 2 years. Would it be wise to start investing in sectoral funds? Also, is it fine to invest in a fund with exposure to foreign securities?
Uh, I don't think, for most investors, sector funds make sense. Sector funds don't make sense because the whole idea of investing in a mutual fund is that you're getting a diversified, you are able to diversify quickly and you are getting exposure to different sectors while investing in a fund. Uh, and if the fund manager decides that, there is a sector which needs to be emphasized, he should have more of that sector in his fund, he does that. If there is a need to avoid a sector in a fund, he does that. A sector fund will not do that. When you buy a sector fund, that fund manager is supposed to invest in all, that sector only. And when he invests in that sector only, all sectors are cyclical. They do well sometime, they don't do well sometime. So the onus is on you. You have to be responsible for getting in the sector and getting out of that sector. And it's very difficult to predict the cyclicality of it. When everybody thought that pharma funds only do well, they have been the worst performing fund category for a while, and after doing so well for 10 years. Likewise, so things turn around when you least expect it, and that is why you diversify. Your second question, that is it good to invest in a fund which also invest abroad? Yes, it's a good idea. You get greater diversification. You also get great companies to invest in which is not necessarily based in India. If you want to invest abroad yourself, it is difficult, it is complicated. Of course, every Indian is allowed to invest up to $200,000 equivalent annually per person abroad. You can do that. But it's complicated. You have to open an account with a foreign brokerage as well, place the order, choose the company, or buy a fund. Domestic funds provide you that mechanism. There are many funds which invest 15, 20, up to 35%. And there are foreign funds as well. You have plenty of US domiciled funds. So a small part of your money can go
No
into
RBI clearance required.
nothing needed. You invest, they are domiciled in India, they are sold by Indian fund companies. You can buy a NASDAQ fund, or you can buy a US opportunity fund, or you can invest in many funds which invest a small part of the money abroad.